But we do have some weird news from Ronnie 2K. He, for some reason, made the Nevada Nets and the Boston Fury play their game simulated. We do not have any knowledge of playing the game. But right now, we are in Oklahoma City. It is opening night for Oklahoma City. Los Angeles is also playing. Let's move on to the next game, all right? It's only one game on the schedule. Boston is 3-0 now. Nevada's 0-2. We're sorry we couldn't show you the gameplay footage, but we've even seen the gameplay footage for us to show you guys the gameplay footage. So, Oklahoma City's upcoming schedule, they'll play the Presidents, the Sonics, the Sharks, and the Wolf Yankees. I don't know why it says Timberwolves, but okay, Ronald. I'll say okay, Ronald. Everybody can say okay, Ronald, because that's what it's going to have to go to. You know, Oklahoma City will play Baltimore. We'll play Washington on the 10th of February. Then LAS, our upcoming RBA schedule. That is not their real coach. Their real coach is Michael Sly and Peter Spidey for Oklahoma City, who led them to a very vicious 17-3 record. Oklahoma City lost a couple games last season. Derek Carby, the icon of the RBA. And of course, Ronnie messes up our camera angle. Makes it look very weird as it's a 3 right away. We're sorry. We apologize. Oklahoma City and LAS. Great game. I think the two played again. Yeah, they played twice. Alright, we got to put in some things here before we begin. We apologize for that. We did not do that yet. We always do that. So, yeah, sorry about that. Oh my gosh, that's ripping. I'm gonna do full game this time. Get a different perspective of things. Number 32. There's 13 players on the team. Oh my gosh, we won't finish this on time either. 25 Carbide. 2 Larkin. 13 Davis. 12 Lopez. 5 Foy. 9 White. 15 Garnett. We already know these guys' names. Okay. 11 Alton. Hart. Right. Number 20 Scott Nelson. Number 22 Roderick Miller. And 7 Carl Reese. And 39 Austin Craig. Okay, for LAS, it's their opening night. Griffin, number 23. Brown, number 3. Aiton, 12. Rose, 8. Collin Jr., 30. Jones, 10. Williams, 18. Pete Roberts. He'll be number 26. Ricky McLeod. He'll be number 16. Cecile Sims will be number 2. Eskins Jr., we already know him. Number 26. Clyde Lawson, number 14. And Jake Christie. Alright, as we continue here. RBA coverage right here, right now. You know, with everything going on in the RBA. The RBA is a great way to play basketball. Collins shoots a 3, way off, and there goes Cardinger. Carbide, Oklahoma City, led the league last season in fast break scoring as Larkin is going to drive. No. LAS is a tall team. They have 2 very tall guys in Junior and Griffin, as you see. Those 2 guys can both run the center position at a high level as Brown buries the 3-pointer. Brown is going to convert his number to number 7 very soon. As a 3 is flown for the one and only Derek Carbide. Derek Carbide, our Saturday primetime game of Los Angeles and Oklahoma City. Brown letting it fly. Jabari Brown lets it go. Well, the first game Oklahoma City and LAS played last season, the last season's schedule, was the 4th game of the year. As Carbide able to flyer that in as well. They got crushed. Oklahoma City pounded them. 39 points in 1 quarter. Their defense was not that good at the beginning of the year. Their defense got better at the end of the year, though, as they progressed. They beat them twice in the regular season, and then they went down to losing 4-3. 4-2 to them in a playoff series. So they won total 4 games, and LAS won total 4 games. So this will capitalize that and make it, we'll see who wins the 5th game of their last 10 matchups, or their last 9 matchups. As Griffin throws it down. I told you this would be a fun one. You didn't believe me. That is your fault. Well, yeah. Oklahoma City beat them 137-119 the first time. And then they also played week 20, which we will not have a week 20 this year. It will be 19 games this year for every team. Obviously, Ronald did not add a 20-game schedule. And for this one, LAS still lost. But the defense on this one was way better for both teams. They both progressed on the defensive end. There you go, 10-10 right there. It was 26-25 Oklahoma City, 29-19. Then LAS went on a run, and then, there's Carbide. And they keep drawing those fouls, getting to the rim. That's what you do. As Oklahoma City won 3 of those quarters. Carbide just going to keep getting to the rim tonight. He's already got 10 in this quarter. He's got as much as all of Los Angeles combined on the night, Here in Spider-Man Arena, Griffin. Yes, and Ryan Griffin. Griffin and Brown able to help out the team most of the time. It is Griffin and Brown, and then it's Rose as their 3rd option. Collins Jr. comes in as their 4th guy. Carbide lets it go. He is something else. He is something special. That's what he is. He is a guy that's going to be special. Of course, my name is Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Reggie the Miller. Thank you for coming out here. Reggie the Jet Miller. And I am David Wheeler. We like to tell you how a great season it's been. Our three guys here on tonight. A great way to produce basketball at the greatest specialty. What do you want to say about that? Well, the best league in the league and the best game in the league is the NBA. It has been the greatest seasonal for so long. It's better than the NBA. We use the NBA. We make fun of the NBA, Marv. This is what it's about, man. You got it, you tell it. Carbide already has 12 points. Lopez gets her first shot of the night. Sarah Lopez, and it's an interesting group this team's got. Two female women starting. That's what makes them so good at basketball. Their ability to have that chemistry with one another, though. Williams, able to get that one in. Davis, one of the first females to make it to the RBA. Annie Zam, the inspiration who caused it all. And she's been an inspiration to all female athletes since. You can be in a men's league and play as great as she does. Jenny Lewinsky now actually was a second, and she leads New York. Annie Zam is one of the best players on Boston. Davis and Lopez lead the backcourt for Oklahoma City, who almost won a championship as their first year with Larkin and Carbide. That's unbelievable. First year with Larkin and Carbide, and they made it to the conference finals, Marv. Did I get everything? Shane hit the three. Yeah, I got that. Luka. Luka Aiden able to make a lot of big plays. Oklahoma City wants to take a timeout here. Lots of big plays being ran, and it's a big run. The RBA is a national association of our proud sponsored association. Carbide for three. No good. Wanted 15 in one quarter. He's got 12 of the 20. Aiton on the drive. Roberts. That is the one and only Roberts. Pete Roberts as a three. Falls. Don't know who that was. Sorry. Aiton at the three. Luka Aiden able to make that, and him and Griffin now combined for second most, but they don't have that second guy yet that's scoring. As Oklahoma City put in a couple of their bench players, here is Gemma White. Jenna, as White hits the three. Jenna White was also part of the White Foundation. Gemma White, Jenna White, and Jenny Lewinsky, which eventually Jenny White, who is now Jenny Lewinsky. Jenny White used to be a player, but she got married, so she changed her name to Jenny White Lewinsky. Foy, nice job. Randy Foy getting in. A former San Diego player that knows what he's doing. A great shooter from mid-range. All those zones that he has. The only player not to score so far is Maria Davis. And she's going to get buckets. I can tell you that. She's a great player. She had a problem last year with her stats. Her stats obviously went down as she was on a better squad, and I'll tell you, Pete Roberts, able to get that one in. Backup center for Andrew Collins Jr. Ryan Griffin does not have to play center anymore as many minutes. Foy, he's making big plays on Pete Roberts, who already has 5 on Pete Roberts. And 5, they're up by 6. Randy Foy helping out a lot, doing great things. They made a big thing where Randy Foye might be starting and Maria Davis goes to the bench and produces on the bench, you know, knowing that, you have a lot of problems with that. So we already have seen a New York game, so we know what those two girls look like when they match up, Maria and Mandy. Williams makes a bad shot, takes it, no. Carbide the rebound, gives it to Caitlin Garnett. Caitlin Garnett, the backup power forward for the Oklahoma City Comets. Here is Miller. No. And Davis to Garnett, the rebound. Oh, that was Garnett. All right. Miller, yes. And Miller. You know, Roderick Miller able to get that three-pointer in. I love it. What a great shooter he is. What a great guy. 8-10 4-3, no. Oklahoma City continues their surge. Miller on the drive. To Carbide. Carbide to Miller. Out to Garnett. And Garnett buying. Caitlin Garnett now with a three as well. Oklahoma City has had all of their players that have played except for Maria Davis get a point. They'll get her a point too. That's how teamwork works. Oklahoma City, such a great team at moving the basketball around. 8-10 4-3, yes. 8-10 with a three-point bomb. Scores. I want to see more from Los Angeles, Marv. I don't want to just see these two teams going at it. Carbide 4-3, yes. And Carbide, that's what he's about. He is so good at doing those moves. And 15 at the end of the quarter, they took out one of their best in there. 37 at the end of the first. In an 8-minute interval, that's how you do it. Oklahoma City, their first game against Los Angeles had a similar. They had 39. Now they have 37. To 25. Well, Los Angeles, not that bad as last time. They were down 19 at the end of one last time, and the halftime score was excruciating 67-62 though, so it was pretty good actually. Jones missed, Larkin. It was only a 5-point game. LAS came back. Kurtinger, no. And why is Ryan Kurtinger, the star player on their team, not playing like he should be? Well, he's got to do more things. Griffin, yes. And Ryan Griffin, that's going to go in every time. You already know Griffin's going to make those three balls and going to transitionate to those shots. Brown wants to probably check in, doesn't he? Why is he not in? Well, I think Jabari Brown should be checking in. He is in, actually. He's on number 22, Roderick Miller. Griffin running the ball right now. Probably find Brown and give it to him. Griffin posting up. Griffin not wanting to take it, gives it to Brown. Brown has that skill set. He's one of the best in the world. Griffin, throw it down. He let it fly. He flew it down and he threw it down. A great job by Ryan Griffin. What a monster he is down low. Kurtinger for three, no. Jones the rebound, steal by Chrome. Davis, I told you she would score tonight, and that's what she does. This is what it's about, Marv. You get the motion running, and for Oklahoma City, it's been simple. Just get into the nation and go in. Griffin taking a bunch of pumps. Rose gives it to Brown. Brown takes a tough shot. Griffin in there for a rebound, and now he has 12. Los Angeles always runs around a big guy and a small guy. Whether it's LeBron and Griffin, or LeBron and Davis, or, Kobe and Shaq, or Magic and Kareem. It's always those two guys that are doing the business. Now with the RBA, before they had Michael and Andrew Collin, if you're talking about bad past. Ryan Griffin is better than Andrew Collin Jr. I know the original Colin is gonna be better, but Ryan Griffin, man, he is just something else. Even though Colin Jr. should be an All-Star, which probably he won't make it this year as an All-Star because of Ryan Griffin. I want to see who makes it as an All-Star, Marv. That'll be interesting to see. Griffin, obviously a star player, and Brown as well. Bang! As that three-pointer goes in. Great job, those two. Combining for 23 out of the 35, only 12 other points. And Aiton has 8 of those 12 other points. Larkin on the drive. No. Kurdinger. There is Davis. No. Awful shot and a rebound by Brown. Brown the rebound. Jones. Yes. Brandon Jones who hits a 3-ball. LAX is on a 13-4 run. They're going in it, and they're blowing it so hard, they're throwing it down. Lopez with the 3, yes. And Lopez hitting that 3 makes her look like a power forward out here. Put Foy and then Lopez. That's what the best team would look like. A playoff team like that, that's great. Brandon Jones able to get that one in. It's 5. And, Brandon Jones. What about him? What do you think about his play style? I think Jones is going to be a great player. Shane Larkin able to rack that one in as well. He'll be the bench player for Carbide. He'll be that second option. Kurdinger only has 1 3-pointer. Make sure that his intervals are accurate as Colin Jr. gets his first point of the night. Colin Jr. only had 2 tonight. Larkin running the ball. 4 minutes left of that quarter, and Kurdinger, yes. 5. I guess every starter right now has 5. Even Foy has 5 with the 6 man. So, you just got to improve. You're the best player on the team. Just play harder. Try to get open more. That's what I'd give Kurdinger the option to do. I mean, should he want the ball more? Look at that. That's an open lane. I mean, they're doing things without needing him, and he's going to rack up in that quarter where they don't have any options. They're getting locked up or, and Colin Jr. just getting beaten down by a woman right now because she's taller. Yeah, that's just what it works like. Usually the taller ones are going to be the more successful ones. It's like Rick Smith on Muggsy Bogues or Russell Westbrook on Muggsy Bogues. Why don't you just say everyone on Muggsy Bogues? That's such a uninterversal conversation argument. I guess, I guess. Brown on the drive, he threw it down. He's got 13. Carbide has 15. A 2 for 2 from the 3. Carbide missed the 3. Carbide not known for his 3-point shooting. Larkin on the drive, yes. This team is known for their slashing. 3 guys that know how to slash very well. Kurdinger, Carbide, and Larkin. So that's what they're going to do. They're all going to go into the rim and hit the ball. There's only one ball, though, so they got to be careful. Larkin for 3, no. And Aiton the rebound. Brown to Aiton. Aiton missed. Luka Aiton is taking awful shots. He only has 8. He's taking 3 for 7. I mean, look at this post up by Foy. He's just getting in there. Jabari Brown, great defense. Wow. That's awesome. I mean, that's a mismatch. You can help. You can switch. Just try to get him out of that. Why are you putting your point guard in that position, that awkward position, to make him play on him? That's bad IQ by the one and only Pete Roberts. Terrible. Williams for 3, yes. Tyler Williams. Tyler Williams already had two. Now he adds a three to that. And Randy Foye, man. Oh, I gotta check if that was Randy Foye. I think Randy Foye is gonna knock down that dunk, and he's gonna get 9. Now he ties with the one and only Shane Larkin for stats. He's doing really good. That's what I'll tell you. Luca with the 3. Luca's taken over what Rose used to do for them. You know, get those open shots. Rose not doing much tonight. We'll have to see what happens in the second half. As boy, my goodness, Marv. You know, things don't apply to bench players, but when Pete Roberts is guarding you, you just gotta play better. Brown, yes, he put it in. 15 for Jabari Brown. He's 6 for 7. He's only missed once. It's not his fault, probably, that they're down right now. What do you think about that? Definitely not his fault that they're losing. It's most likely the defense's fault. Look at this. Randy Foye again. 13 points for Randy Foye, and now he's the second best on the team in scoring. And he's only the sixth man. That's why you leave him at the six-man position, though, because he will produce when you need him. Brown, looking around, surveying the floor, gives it to Ayton for 3, yes. Luka, Ayton, 14 man. That's more than Griffin now, and I'm just shocked. Randy, yes. It's been between Ayton and Griffin these last couple of minutes. As we approach the end of the quarter, Brown's rushing. He's going to hold, obviously, for the last shot. LAS can fall behind by 4 if they get a 3. If they get a 2, they can be down by 5. Oh, never mind about that. Well, you know what they say, home court advantage usually does the trick. For this first half, that's what it's been about, I think. If you want to complain about home court advantage, just wait till next year when LAS is home. Our halftime show. Of course, I'm Kenny the Jet Smith. Alongside me, Reggie the Jet Miller, of course, and the one and only David Wheeler. You know, we have a great game coming up. Let's look at the first quarter statistics. Jabari Brown getting into the lane, throwing it down, lowering it high. He's been a very good statistical attribute, and he's been doing well. Ryan Kerniger, also very shy. What do you think about him, Morph? Well, I think he's got to get more involved. Sarah Lopez, well, he's doing well. She's doing well. She can do better. I mean, everybody's doing good on LAS. They just need a couple more points and Rose to get going. Luca Aiden is getting going. Everybody's in the groove. And then we saw that second half, second quarter. Both very good high field goal percentages. Jabari with 15, Carbide with 15. What do you think about this one? As they do the same thing once again. We'll have to see. This is anyone's game right now, though. You know, LAS won the second quarter. Oklahoma City won the first quarter by double digits, though. LAS only won by 5. They did come back, so give them credit for coming back down the stretch of the game. But here in downtown Oklahoma City, Spider-Man Stadium, where Peter Spidey coaches, this is not going to be easy for them to make a comeback. Here's Ryan Griffin throwing it in. They will make adjustments as they flow into the offense. Griffin, no. Larkin. Davis, no. Cardinger trying to get involved. Can't, though. There's multiple misses already here. Collin Jr. Griffin. All right, that was a foul. I do not have any RBA problems with Ronald right now, but I'm just mad that he did that. I'm only going to RBA basketball from now on if I'm going to play a game. Nothing else, no other reason. Because whenever I go into it, I guess it has to be a game done or it won't work. Carbide missed Colin Jr. the rebound. And he got a bad rebound because he passed it and stormed it right away. And if there was a full court press situation, that would have been bad. Griffin, he had 14 at the first half. 12. Who was that? Griffin, 14. So a combination of 28 other than Brown, with Brown, 28 plus 15, Larkin for 3. Yes. The answer is 40. That would be 43 points. And Larkin hits the 3. He's done a great job at the point attribution. Rose gets fouled. Finally getting going here. Ryan Kurdinger is still upset with this game. And Derek Rose will get a shot. He's old. The old players are going to be the type of guys that retire in a couple of years. He'll be gone from this league. And it's shocking, to say the least, that Robert J, and, Rocto J, and a bunch of small forwards are going to be gone soon. Lopez the rebound over all of them and puts it in. She is just too good to be stopped. Who can stop her, Marv? Who can? Who? Name one person who can stop her. Rose on the drive. Gives it to Colin Jr. No. Colin Jr.'s father is a great legend of the Los Angeles Superior Nation. Kurdinger for 3. Yes. And I can guarantee you every time he catches and shoots, it will go in. Because Ryan Kurdinger is special. That's why. He came from LAW, benching and scoring 5 points a game to scoring 30 on Oklahoma City. He took a break. He benched for them. He benched for John Wall. John Wall had the same issue with Los Angeles, actually. He was shooting guard there, and he did not develop at all on the championship lineup of Rose, Wall, Sly, Skyler, and Andrew Collin. That's a Hall of Fame group, by the way, and that would be probably a real threat for Hall of Fame teams in the RBA. Obviously, we don't have those yet, but we will be staying on NBA 2K21 for years to come. We will not be transferring these statistics over to the next gen or next 2K generation. We will be deleting the FIFA games, the Madden games, so it will be enough space. Lopez. I love Lopez, how she does it. And the centers, look at the rim running tonight. Most of their points in the paint. Lopez and Foy, 15 and 11. That's a great amount of points in the paint. That's 26 in the paint. There's Griffin way off there. Miller. The rebound. This is what it's about. Kurdinger for 3, yes. And Kurdinger is their only 3-point shooter, but if Carbine needs to shoot a 3, he will. If Shea needs to shoot a 3, he will. If Davis needs to shoot a 3, she will. Lopez, yes, she can shoot 3s as well. But the majority of the time, they're going to be in the paint. So guard that paint well if you're the opponent. Yeah, a lot of teams do film and watch these games. Others are just watching for fun, for family, If you're not playing an RBA game, why watch it for any other reason as Lopez banks home the trifecta? That's almost 30 points from 2 centers. And Lopez has 2 threes. Unbelievable. Lopez fouls Griffin, and Griffin will get 1 more. An opportunity at the line for an extra, and yes, that's a trifecta. 19 on the 9th. Gemma White, Darren Carbide, Randy Foy is in with Lopez now. This is probably their best group other than the Gemma White. Carbide, yes. Carbide coming in, Kurdinger coming out. Now they need a different guy to lead the team, and that's what they're doing. Look at the zone they're running. Look at the offense. Look at their offense. Literally running a man-to-man zoning, and they're just leaving that paint wide open. Griffin, yes. And Ryan Griffin, he's coming back in this one. He leads the team now in scoring. He's got 22 points. Carbide on the drive. Getting in around the rim. I told you, most of their points is going to come from the paint. This is what they do. They get in your head and they get through with the paint. Williams for three. Yeah, no. Oklahoma City, another rebound. Carbide, 19 to 11 rebounds. Oklahoma City out-rebounding them, and that's probably why they're winning this bowl game right here. On one of the biggest reasons, at least, they're getting to the rim, and LAS's defense in the rim is a production of Colin Jr. and Ryan Griffin. As you know, that's a great block by Pete Roberts, who's going to sit down. Colin Jr. going to check back into the game. I think Rose should really play. Rose should get involved more. He should get more minutes. I don't know why he is not getting a lot of minutes, but he should get a lot more than what he's getting. Larkin, no. Brown the rebound. He's got 18. Ayton for 14. He got 17. I want to see the losing team come back and make this game a difference. I don't want to see them win if they're not the better team, though. I want to see the best team win. But I want to see the losing team make a comeback if they're down and try to make this game more interesting, you know? That's what it's about, you know? This is what it's about. The RBA is a national broadcasting association for a national association. And it started just like that. Colin Jr. shooting threes. He went off one time because he heard his dad had lymphoma. Did not pass away, but cannot come back to the RBA and do any jobs. So, you know, a life-changing thing that he has to stay and retire. His health will not allow him to do that. Colin Jr., no. Missed the layup, and that's great intimidation by Randy Foy, who's got 15. You can rack up some more here. You know, you're up by 8 if you're Oklahoma City. Keep it calm. You're winning. Larkin, no. Rebound, yes. And Larkin, 17, 19, and 11 for the big three of Oklahoma City. 14 for Lopez. Wow, those starters are really making it work. Ayton, no. And Larkin, they can go. They don't have to hold shot clock. Carbide, bang! And that's going to... Unbelievable, Mars. Derek Carbide. Wow! Woo! And he had most of those in the first. Brown throwing it down. He's saying, not in my house. We're going back. We're coming back. And we will make fun of you. We will blow you out. We will come back and win this ball game when we have to. That is what we do. We are the best. Los Angeles style. Jabari Brown. A lot of Los Angeles fans love Jabari. He's part of the big city. Or the original Los Angeles team, you know? Part of the first 8 teams in the RBA. Randy Foy. Oklahoma City, obviously part of the expansion. As Foy, it's number 17 up on the racks. Brown holding. He can lower it to a single-digit bowl game at 9. You know, with the RBA having its great association, we could have that all the time, honestly. Brown, 3 seconds. He's going to shoot it. No good. And ended the third quarter. 1 more to go. Oklahoma City up by 12. Very big game between 2 of the best in the West. Bada bing, bada boom, Bada bum, bum bum boom bum, bum 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 boom. Yeah, just ignore the Thunderplay bub there. Yeah, we customized the league how we wanted to, though. Oh, wow. And the difference. Now they scored 30 and they scored 25. Our assist of the game, Maria Davis to Derek Carbide. And the foul. Now, that's a great way to play basketball. Randy Foy's got 17. He's probably going to stay in the game. Lopez got 14. So that's the starting center, by the way, if you don't know. Davis. Good job by Maria Davis, who's got 4 only. Could only get points in the paint tonight. Has not shot at any threes yet. Eskins Jr. No. Danny Eskins was also a Los Angeles legend himself. Miller. Kurtiger. To Miller. Davis 4-3. No. And Brown the rebound. You got to go right now if you're Jabari. You're down by 14. You got 8 minutes. Let's go. Come on, pick up the pace. Colin Jr. Lob City is back, but it's in Los Angeles this time, and we are in Los Angeles Superior. Lake Superior from Minneapolis, by the way, if you don't know where that's from. Davis, yes. Davis able to nail that three-pointer. A 15-point difficulty now. Wow, that's going to be tough to get back. Rose on the drive, no, but a rebound by Ayton, and a tip is good. He's got 19, and he's taking the place of Rose because of Rose's old age. I think it's finally hitting that he can't do the same things that he used to be able to do. A 3 by Larkin, unable to. Brown the rebound. Brown has it. Jabari Brown can legalize onto the nation. He was the former MVP. Not the last season. The last season it was Connor Val once again. But Jabari Brown won it in 2019. Fell short in the finals. Went to the finals last year too. Fell short to Boston in 7. The greatest game of RBA history, I'd say. Rose trying to push something to go in. Won't work. Oklahoma City's defense is just the reason why they're so good. Foy boxing him out, making him pay him down low. It's Miller. Kurtiger down to 7 on the shot clock. Davis. No, rebound by Eskins Jr. They can go now. Ayton, Rowe, Brown. Eskins Jr. Yes, Danny Eskins Jr. Bada bim, bada bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Eskins Jr. Davis, Miller. Lopez to Larkin. Larkin trying to get through. Oh, he flew it. Oh, he outsailed to the Griffin. Griffin the rebound. Griffin got it. Griffin got it. It's down to 5 seconds on the clock. Ryan for 3. No. LAS fails again. And you know, that is the one and only. And Brown upset with the foul. They're not going to challenge it. Roderick Miller has 3 already. He'll come in for Carbide. Davis. Bang! 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 Oh, what a shot from Davis! Bang! Ayton airballs. Oklahoma City is not boxing out on the foul line. Larkin on the drive. Hits the shot. Kerniger. It's all. Oh, we were about to call it a night in 4 minutes to go. So 13-point game, 4 minutes to go. Oklahoma City's led most of the way. You got to make Rose a better player. You know? Rose. Colin Jr. Yes. Gets in the paint and gets real dirty with him. Kerdinger. Miller. And he's got 11. Oh! That would have been a bad steal. And Larkin, bank. 19. You know who's been shy tonight? It's got to be Ryan Kerdinger. Not like him at all. Griffin? No. Oklahoma City has 3 minutes to go. They have won this game, it looks like, apparently. And Larkin, putting the finishing touches on a game that already looks finished. Oklahoma City has never beaten a team by 15 this badly, and Griffin, no. They'll capture their first victory on the night. I mean, give it to Kerdinger. I know the game's over. Just give it to Kerdinger, though. Davis with great help finishing out this game. Very proud of her, if anything. Kerdinger? No. Only 11 tonight. I mean, I don't know how to improve Kerdinger. One of the best players in the world. Maybe make height higher. Don't know what to say. Griffin? Yes. And they're not letting this one get out of their hands that fast. They're saying, not so fast. Don't call it a night. Oklahoma City wants a timeout. They got to close this one out. They know LAS is coming. The 13-point game with 2 minutes to go. How do you play this? I think that you make the motion of the senses, but you play the game as it is, the way it should be. But this is about Shane Larkin tonight, Marv. 21 points, a great performance by him. Kim and Carbide, man, they're going to make a great duo, by the way. 43 tonight. If you include Ryan's points, 54 on the addition. And is he really going to be the player of the game? No. 17. Lopez with 14 and Kerdinger with 11. The passing. So it'd be fair on this situation. Larkin. Oklahoma City has one more timeout to use. If they want to, Larkin and LAS wants to take a timeout. They're frustrated, obviously. 144. Some exchanges here with Rose and Brown. Griffin and Rose talking about something here. Don't know what's happening, but they're upset with how it's obviously been going, Oklahoma City winning by 15. I thought this would be a way more fair game than it is. I thought Brown would score more. That's what I thought. We're only on rookie mode, And Colin Jr. puts that one in. 11 for Jr. He's got 1-3. Oh, Brown almost got the steal there. They're going to play good defense. That's what they're going to plan on doing. Kerdinger on the drive. Rose. Facilitating the pressure right. Rose, yes. And he's only got 5. I don't know what to say about that. Wait, does he only have 5 or does he have 7? Yeah, only 5. Disappointing for him, really. Probably the reason why they lost is because they did not share the ball with everybody like Oklahoma City. They had 5 guys in double exchanges, and that's why they're probably going to go down and win this game. LAS only had 4 guys in double exchanges, one being Colin Jr., as Griffin able to get that one in as well. Brown being a selfless player, giving it to Griffin, making movements that you know matter. 25 seconds. Colin Jr. rebound. You got to go now. Rose. Brown. No. That's it. The game's over. Call it a night, Marv. Call it a night. Don't even play defense. Don't even lock up. Don't even decide to synchronize. This game's over. And you know it. A very well-performed game, though. We want to thank you for coming to tonight's game. If you are a proud sponsor of our association, this was a very good one. A very good coverage game. Los Angeles only loses by 9 at the end. It was at most a 15-point game. But, you know, that is what we say. From Kenny the Jet Smith, Reggie the Jet Miller, and David Wheeler. We want to thank you for coming to 2K Sports. Thank you, Ronald. Thank you, Visual Concept. Thank you, National Basketball Association. All rights reserved to the NBA. Take them all. I don't give a crap. And, you know, thank you and good night in Oklahoma City. And one more thing. Wow. Let me get that butter. Wow. I guess winning 2 quarters isn't enough to win a bowl game if you don't play good down the stretch of the game. I guess. You know, it is what it is, though. Tomorrow, December 11th game, we got Nevada, Seattle. Oh, I guess they were going to play too many times. That's why. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You know, the Baltimore game that everybody is very excited for. And we're going to show you next games for those teams that just played. Baltimore game that everybody is excited for will be this week. This Friday, actually. A very exciting RBA game. And then, you know, for our games, Nevada will play tomorrow. Nevada again. And then Boston will play on Wednesday, you know. And Los Angeles will play with Chicago on Saturday, prime time. Nevada will play again, actually. They'll get the first time they get to 5. And then, of course, our Oklahoma City Comets will play Washington on the 10th of Wednesday. That's not this Wednesday, but that's next Wednesday. Orlando at Boston this Wednesday. Thank you and peace out, RBA basketball. Goodbye.